Hello, 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 people. Welcome to another episode of When Ladies Talk. I'm your girl, LaTonya Michelle, and I'm joined next to me with my girl, LaTrina. Hey,
Hey.
LaTrina.
Hey,
How are you?
I am wonderful on this Thursday.
Yes. And down below, I have my girl, Nikki Jewel.
Hey, everybody. Look,
Hey, Nikki.
shimmy.
Ooh, she got the ooh.
I'm gonna get me some, Nikki, so I can do that. I'm gonna get me some so I can do that.
You know, Nikki, Nikki, you know you was wrong for that because everybody can't do that.
Right. I'm being a hater. I'm being a breast hater.
We're not hating today. We are not hating today because we all are equally made and uniquely made.
Okay. If you say so.
Nikki, you did look good doing that. I just want you to know that.
Thank you, girl.
How's y'all's week been?
Mine is good. I worked from home a few days this week, went on a job site, saw some work, and they're doing a fabulous job. But everything is good. I'm planning my cousin's graduation cookout that's in June in Chicago, and my cousin's first birthday party in August. And now I'm planning your grandson's birthday party.
Yeah.
Man, it pays to have good friends. It pays to have friends who likes to do this stuff.
Oh God, I love it.
How much money I gotta send and just do what you do. You know?
I love it. Love it.
I told you I had a dream about your event. You know,
I know.
Listen, I wasn't playing, so it is what it is. Nikki, how about you? How's your week been going?
It's been busy, but you know what? I'm grateful for every day I'm alive these days.
Very true.
Good.
Yes.
You know, the world is kind of crazy out here, so yeah, we need to be thankful.
Absolutely.
We need to be thankful.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying hello to Angie. Hey, Angie. Hey, Rondell. You're on early. How are you?
Was Rondell here last week? Because I ain't seen Rondell. I don't remember talking.
He said he's been on vacation. So
okay.
Yeah, he's
Rondell,
been on
in
vacation.
Georgetown, Guyana. Wow.
Yes. So welcome back. I know that was a wonderful trip.
Absolutely. What did you bring us, Rondell?
Yes. How was the trip? Man, I wish we could bring you on to talk about that. That's major.
Yeah.
And Angie, yes, I'll be home in June and August. So I'm sure we'll get together.
So today's topic is don't judge a book by its cover. So you know, LaTrina always got to sneak her story in stuff. So let's just go ahead and let's start it off.
Just do it.
Have that. How did we come up with this topic?
So I thought it would be a good idea. I thought it would be a good one because LaTonya and I, we were on the phone. We all kind of talked before the show and during the week. And LaTonya said, I thought you were this pretty, sassy little like bougie girl.
She is. Okay.
No, I'm not. Well, a little bit, something like it a little bit. So I was like, oh my God, why did you think that? She was like, I just thought that. She was like, but the more we do the show, you start being like, really real and expressing yourself and, telling all about yourself. I was like, well, yeah, I guess I could see that. But I came up with the topic because a lot of people do judge a book by its cover. No, Candy, I am not.
Thank you. I am not. Thank you. LaTonya don't lie. LaTonya don't lie.
So yeah, I was like, that's a good one. Because LaTonya did that to me. So I thought it would be a really good one to talk about.
Nikki, is there something that you've been judged that people were totally off about you? Even though we weren't totally off about Miss LaTrina. But anyways.
No, yes, you all were.
Do you remember, can you think of like a quick scenario of where you were misjudged?
I'm misjudged just based off my social media profile. Everybody thinks I go out a lot, and I'm actually home on the weekends a lot. See, even LaTrina thought I was out a lot.
I thought that, yeah.
Did you go quiet on me, or is that just me?
Huh?
What is up with me? How am I hosting the show and I go quiet?
Oh, that we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
This is so freaking crazy. This
Well,
is crazy.
So Nikki,
Anyways,
go on.
since y'all can hear me, I'm gonna talk right quick, and then I'm gonna disappear and come back since y'all can hear me, even though I can't hear y'all. I don't know if I'm judged. I mean, people don't tell me. So I mean, everybody knows I'm goofy. Everybody knows I don't know. There might be some things that y'all might think, or I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna throw the next question at y'all, and then I'm gonna disappear
But
for a
Nikki
second.
didn't even answer the question that she had.
Yes, I
What?
did.
Oh, you did? Okay, go
She
ahead.
says she goes out. Why can I
A
do
Okay.
lot of
that?
people,
Oh,
a lot of people assume that I'm this potty girl and whatever. They don't even know that I have. They don't even believe that I have a kid. When I tell them I have a kid, they're like, "What?"
So okay, so are you the social butterfly?
I am a social butterfly, but I'm not out as often as people think that I am.
So
It's
are
just
you
that I truly believe that, like I only post about if I'm out, the good times and stuff like that. I mean, I'm home on the weekends a lot. I'm not gonna post, oh, I'm in the house, I'm home. Who does
are
that?
you home because of COVID, or are you home?
No, I'm usually home. Like even before COVID, people used to say, "Girl, I can't keep up with you." Blah blah. Blah. That's just because I constantly post. But if I'm posting that I'm out, I'm not usually posting that I'm out that same day. It's always about last night.
Okay.
This, whatever. But
Okay.
I'm not out as much as people think that I am, and I know the people that's listening. They probably like, that's bull. No,
So
it's serious. I'm usually home
so we
on the
can
weekend,
debunk. So
contrary
we
to
can.
popular belief.
So we can debunk that Nikki is a party animal, or do we keep it?
no, I think you should keep it because Nikki is a party animal.
When I go out.
Listen, when you go out, just like LaTrina is sassy.
Oh my God.
So y'all
I am
do not
not.
open this subject. Okay.
I am not.
So I have a question. So we're talking about how we judge people and everything and stuff, whether it's a good or bad thing, but judging people by the way that they dress. Have you guys ever been in that situation where you've seen somebody dress and you look down on them or whatever? I have a perfect story for that, but
So let me tell you what happened to me. So I met someone who was trying to talk to me, and it was maybe 5, 6 years ago. I don't know, but he was trying to talk to me, but he was just so like his shoes was run over. I mean, just really everything, head to toe. The only thing that I remember that was a good thing was his nails were clean. That's kind of
that's
all I
that's
remember.
something.
Yeah,
That's
it's right. So I remember that his hair wasn't cut. I mean, like it was just crazy. So I'm like, but I'm always nice to people. So I'm always, like Nikki, I'm a social butterfly. So I'm nice, I'm cordial, I talk to you. Girl, come to find out, this man was a multimillionaire.
I have
Mm.
the same story. I
A
have the same
mul
story.
When I tell you multimillionaire, and he said, I am even surprised that you are talking to me. I was like, well, this was before I found out, what he was. And he said, I'm surprised you even talking to me, looking like you look. I was like, well, you talk to me first. So it's okay.
Right.
I went someplace else and saw him again, and they were like, do you know who that is? I was like, I don't know. Some dude just tried to talk to me a few weeks ago. So I, from that point forward, never judge. Never.
Now, I wish I was that. Okay, Nikki, I'm sorry. I didn't want to skip over. What about you, Nikki?
Um. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't? Sometimes I see people dressing. I'm like, But I mean, that doesn't mean it's just not my taste. How about that? But
Okay.
I do understand that they could still be cool people, but just not necessarily my taste.
So, so I remember a guy picked me up for a date in DC. I mean, in Maryland. I remember because it was summertime and he had on these shorts and he had these socks to his knees. And I was like, oh my gosh. And we went to a cookout and everybody was like, y'all together? Oh no, we're just friends. No, we're just friends.
Ah.
And that really was a turnoff. But I have a story just like Trina, which I shouldn't have. No, he was corny all the way. I'm sorry. The socks was cool. I mean, the socks is one thing, but just spending time with him, his socks matched his personality. So no. But I remember going to the NCO club on base on bowling Air Force Base, and I went with these girls, and they was treating this guy like really, really rude. And so he spoke to me, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And he was like, fine. He came back and said, thank you for speaking. I was like, I speak to everybody. And he gave me his card. And I was like, okay, thank you. Put it in my purse. And I watched him go up to this girl, and she was crazy looking, out of shape, just crazy looking. But they had so much fun. And I just remember watching them. I was like, they had so much fun. And of course, the other girls I was with was talking mess about him or whatever. I wasn't saying anything because I was like, this is kind of funny because that crazy looking girl is getting all kinds of attention and ain't nobody talking to y'all. But
right.
So as we walked out, oh my gosh, that man got in a Maybach car and everything. And I looked at his card and I called him because I wanted to know he was a billionaire. I was like, oh my gosh, like, yes. And they just look so stupid. They look so dumb because they was really out for people for what they have, so their mentality was off anyways. But I thought that was funny.
You know what's funny? There was a picture floating around back in the day, and it had what's the guy, Bill Gates and his crew, and they all look like hippies. And it said on top of the picture, it says, would you have invested?
Right.
And probably not.
Right.
That's based on how they look.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. You just never know.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a picture out there. I'm sorry. There's a picture out there floating around. It's Bill Gates and Warren Buffett standing next to each other. And underneath it says, not a Gucci belt in sight.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
They have like on a pair of Pro Cans or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right.
But the truly wealthy don't look like that.
And they don't spend their money on.
They don't spend their money on what most people, who have a little bit of money spend their money on. So people, got it twisted. They got it real twisted.
Right. So ladies, what about in your occupation? Are you judged in your occupation?
Oh, I definitely am. But for many reasons. I African-American woman in construction, I'm judged. I'm even judged being little. Just being short and being little. People just tend to think you're not as tough because you're little, so I remember going to a meeting, and I think I said this before, where it was always me. I'm 4'11", and then my superintendent at the time was 7'3". He was he was one of them competed in strongman competitions and all that stuff. Yeah.
7'3".
So 7'3". Girl, we look like this. Literally.
Literally. Shoot, right. I would look like that with him, and I'm 5'10". Shoot.
And he called me boss lady, right? So we would always go to meetings. They would always talk to him for two reasons. One, he was big, and two, he was Caucasian.
And he was a man too.
And a man, yeah. He would always talk to them, and they would always say, okay, go back. And I'm in the meeting not saying anything because I never say I'm the boss or let people know. Just talk to me regular. I'm a regular person. He turned around when they said, go back and talk to your boss and let us know what you could do. He turned around. He was like, boss lady, what you want to do?
I love it.
So I said, well, we won't be doing business with them because they just stereotyped us. So we're not doing business with them. So yes, I am definitely judged all the time. All the time. So until we go to meetings and people be like, oh, she actually know what she's talking about. Oh, she actually did this before. Oh, okay. Wow. But initially, oh yeah, it's disrespectful. Very disrespectful. So
what about you, Nikki?
Yes. Yeah. Well, the type of the business that I am in, there's always some sort of judging, I believe. I remember someone told me before that they were excited. When I was married, they was excited I got married because they said that me being a married woman looks more like a responsible woman in business. And I guess because it's a boys game, a good old boys game, that, you know, I don't look like the single cute chick in the group if I'm, you know, at the meeting or at the functions if I'm married.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's normal. It's normal.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been told that before, that it was a good thing that I was married. You know, and that it just looks better. Also, too, you know, just how I present myself. You know, I have to be, you know, I feel like sometimes in business I have to be careful about how I'm portrayed, and that's only because social media has blossomed, and you can basically look up everything. Additionally, I will say this is funny, because especially when I was smaller, I used to take risks with my fashion, and I used to work in corporate. And when I got another job, you know, they actually told me that whoever they spoke to said, what did she wear to the interview?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, because I was one of those, because I would take fashion risks, meaning, like, for example, like I would read the magazines. I had tons of magazines. This is in New York. I would have like on wool shorts with tights, turtleneck. It's business, but it's more like, you know, it's like if I would have put a blazer on, it probably would have changed the whole idea. But because I didn't have the blazer on, I didn't wear that to the interview. I'm just saying I wore that to work. And that was like a big deal, because but I could wear it. I had the shape at the time to wear it. I could wear it. It looked good in the magazine. It just didn't look good in the office, according to that person. But like I said, that actually came up. So
guess what? Guess what? When you get your own business full time,
you can do what you want.
Exactly.
Whatever you want.
But you know what, Nikki? It's funny you say that about interviews, because that is true. I do look at what people have on. I do look at the whole presentation, because that's your first perception.
Yeah, that, you know, what's funny, I say that about me, that happened with me, but I interview people as well, and I'll never forget, somebody came to the interview with Uggs on, hair look unkept, and I'm looking at across from her, and she was happy to see a Black woman interviewing her, so she basically, it's like she switched. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I got the same respect because I was sitting across from another sister. And she kind of like, her interview went from, she tried to be professional, but it went to homegirlish. Well, you know, girl, I was like.
She didn't get the job, did she?
Yeah, no.
Right.
So I'm a little different. I'm all about personality. So, but my field is also different, you know, so I'm not in the corporate space or the corporate world and stuff. So I'm all about personality, and I want people to show me who they are in the beginning. Right. I don't want the fake, I'm here for this interview and I can do this. Nah, I need to see who you are in the beginning, because I need to know what I'm going to deal with when I'm working with. But I mean, it makes sense. In the business place, they used to use me. When I was in a government contract, they used me. One thing, I was smart, and I knew that I was in a situation where I was one of the only female program managers and stuff. So I kind of always had to make sure I knew everything. But they used me. They used me for my looks. They knew that no matter what I put on, I got this big old butt, and then I'm gonna walk in the office and I'm 5'10", I had on heels. You know what I mean? So I was gonna get the attention. But what I realized was, my weapon is that I may have walked in the room like that, but when I opened my mouth, people would be like, "Oh my gosh, she's just as smart." You know, like, she really knows her stuff. And so, other than that, I use the rest of that for my benefit. So,
no, as you should. I mean, because as you should.
When I was in, listen, the field that I'm in now, it works for me. It works for me. So,
when I was in corporate America, they used to call me the secret weapon, because I could go in and just smile a room to sign in anything. And then when I could actually talk it and sell it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, what can we sign? Where we want to do business?" So
Yes.
And that's why I tell people, because they always laugh at me about fighting. I'm like, I'm not fighting. This is my moneymaker. Okay.
Right.
Let's not get it twisted. Let's
You
not
know,
get it twisted.
well, this is a total different topic, but that's crazy how we think that we would dominate in the business world like that, but then in the personal life, we like, oh, we don't want to be seen. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like that. I don't know, but that's so crazy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that on another show. Okay, before I continue on my next questions, because I have a whole bunch of questions, y'all that's watching, what are your thoughts? What are some of the things that you have been judged on? Let us know, share, because we want to know. We want to
Right.
know. Like, I
Right.
know that y'all have to have some kind of situations where you were judged on. What about Candy? You're on here. Is it Candy? I
Yeah,
don't
it's
have my
Candy, but
glasses.
yeah,
That's
it's
the
Candy.
chef, right?
No, Carol
Oh,
is the chef. Carol's
Carol's
not on
not
here tonight.
okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I was gonna ask her a question. Rondell, you're being judged now. You a married man in here with all these women. Tell us what you think about that.
Uh-oh.
Erica Brown says she get
In this,
judged of how young she looks. Yeah,
She looks
how,
very young
how
though.
how old are you? How old are you, Erica?
she didn't. She'll say. And back to Candy. Candy, I am not sassy or bougie. Please
Yes,
stop
she is,
putting that in
Candy.
the
You,
comments.
Candy, don't let
Put
her bully
put it
you.
in the
I got
comments.
you, Candy. Don't let
And
her
she
bully
says
you.
it's grade school. That's even worse. That's even worse. Erica says she's 46.
Okay, so how old do you look? And is that people, everybody that tries to judge you, or is it men, younger men that come to you? Help us to understand that. Lady, my next question to you, ladies. What about people judging um your personality? Whether you are happy, negative, whatever. Do you get misjudged by your personality?
Yes. I'll elaborate.
Okay.
Yeah. I do. People think that I don't have a bad day because I'm always smiling, which is true. I mean, I'm always smiling. I just handle my stuff differently. I don't have to get on social media and say, I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of person, no matter how bad it is, at the end of the day, you gotta keep smiling to keep from crying sometimes. But what people don't know about me, I'm a big crybaby, a big crybaby. One time I got an award from some of my girls, and I just started crying, and they were like whispering amongst each other, "Is she crying? Is she?" I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, and it was an ugly cry too. It's terrible, but yeah, I'm a big crybaby, and I get mad. I have bad days a lot. It's just how I choose to deal with it. I choose not to dwell on stuff, because that stuff will give you wrinkles,
Yeah.
make you look old,
Right.
all of that crap. So I don't want any of that. So, you know,
So do they judge you because they care about you and they want to make sure you're okay for real? So they're
nah.
always happy
Nah,
for you,
I
or
get
is
judged
it
that
a
I'm always,
negative thing?
hey, girl, do you ever have a bad day? Even my cousin be like, what's going on with you and your happy ass?
Okay.
you
What
know?
about you? What about you, Trina? You still
Um,
arguing about you ain't sassy, so maybe
I'm
that's the
I'm not
personality.
sassy.
You are the definition of
Oh
sassy.
God. Oh God. So yeah, I sort of like Nikki. People think that I don't have bad days or bad moments. I mean, my entire family thinks that, work everywhere. So people always come to me with their issues. I do have one cousin that always says, who do you go to? Do you have anybody? I know I always come to you, but I want to be that person. So a few people, it is out of concern because they're like, you can't be happy all the time. And I'm like,
Right.
well, you're right.
Right.
So I'm not happy all the time. I just don't tell people and call people. I just pray it out, cry it out, whatever I got to do in my own personal time. But yeah, most people, and I don't know that I even have time to be unhappy because everybody else come to me with their shit.
Right.
So I'm just like, okay, let me just move on to the next person's shit and put mine to the side until it's time to go to bed and pray about it. So
So is that happiness kind of like a cover up sometimes?
sometimes, absolutely. Absolutely, it is a cover up. I've always been the vibrant, social, happy person, but I have bad fucking days and bad moments and bad
There go that
everything.
word. There go that word.
My favorite word, by the way. But I do have, bad stuff. And everybody is just like, no, you don't, you good. No, really, I'm not. Don't call me. Don't do. I just need a minute. But people don't look at it that way. So
Nikki, can you read some of the comments? Because I don't have my glasses.
So Erica responded to you. She said she's told that she looks between 30 and 35, although she's 46. I personally say she looks 25, but that's me. She said it's not cute when it's in the workplace. At this point in my career, I'm usually one of the oldest people in the office, but the people try to sun me like I'm young. It's terrible. Sun
yeah.
New York. What up, girl? Okay. Shout out to my girls, twinning, Cherie and Tamika on the line. Tamika just said, I'm a crybaby too.
Me too.
I think I knew that, Tamika. I'm not sure though. We're gonna have to talk about that on one of our girl talks. My cousin Sean, she said, I've gotten you're not approachable. Now, I think we've all been done that.
I think that was a normal one. Right?
Yeah, Candy said people think I'm going to be stuck up.
Yes.
I'm just a private person. I'm very careful
Trina.
about the company I keep. Once they talk to me, they say you are so cool, down to earth, and hilarious. Look, this is my cousin that called me happy ass. She said, Nikki, you are a happy ass. Love that about you. Erica said, thanks. Cherie said, hey girl, me too, because we're cancers. Oh.
Oh gosh.
Cancer girls. But yeah.
Yeah.
One of the
things I'm judged on about my personality is that I support all Black men. Lies. And they think that I hear that they think that I don't have any sad stories or bad stories about Black men, or that some of the things I do is to get attention from Black men.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's interesting because all my bad stuff that's happened to me in my life pretty much is because of a Black man. So I have to tell people that, and when they start hearing my stories, they be like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, and you still support them? Yeah, because it's bigger than that.
Right.
And I'm one of the most singlest person in the world. And if I really was about these men, do you know the men that's in my network that I get to talk to and deal with all the time? They are sexy. They are amazing. They are great men. So
yeah, I can second that message.
That's not the case. You know what I mean? So listen. I really do what I do because it's a passion and that's my business. So, next question. Should we care if we're judged?
Personally, I don't care what people think. Professionally, I kind of do. Only because I want business. So I have to be careful that people don't prejudge that I'm not serious because I am a Black woman, or that I don't know what I'm doing because I'm a Black woman in this particular field. So I do care what people think when it comes to business, and that's not all people, even in business, but people that I want to do business with, then I tend to care about that. Personally, people just have to get to know me. I mean, I get that you may think this certain thing. I told you I went on a blind date that a guy asked to, go out with me. And I literally walked up and he was like, you look like high maintenance. That was his first thing he said to me. I was like, you're absolutely right. I am. So that kind of judgment, I don't give a shit about that. But business, I tend to care.
Nikki? The same. At the end of the day, I feel like, I'll be judged by God. I really don't care. But when it comes to business, certain things, yeah, I need, until I get all of the coins, I just got to play my part. I got to play the position. Hold on, we got some comments. So hold on, I got my girl all the way from the United Kingdom is in here.
Okay.
Yes, girl. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. My cousin said people are quick to judge New Yorkers. Oh yeah, that's true. Once people find out you're from New York, the judgment and assumptions are outrageous. Yeah, I've heard that out here.
And a lot of times it's right though. Hold up.
Oh, look.
But that, I mean, people from Chicago,
That's not necessarily a bad thing though. New York, I think that's a compliment because New York people got flavors. Y'all definitely is transparent, and you say whatever the hell is on your mind for the most part. I only have good things to say, but then
Yeah.
again, I love New York men, so like, hey, But anyway,
well, the things I get from Chicago being prejudged is we'll shoot you. So that's not a good thing to me.
no, that's a Philly thing. That's a Philly thing.
But even from Chicago, I'm judged like that. Just where I'm from, people think I'm like super violent, and I'm like, every freaking body from there is not that way.
Yeah.
Now I got people I know that are that way, but I'm just not that way.
So for me, it's important what my grandson thinks about me and what my son thinks about me. And nobody else. Like, but I'm also single, so and nobody else. Like, I don't really care about what anybody else thinks because it is what it is. And I say my son, but I think my attitude now is I don't really care what he thinks. But my grandson, my 6-year-old grandson, it's important that what he thinks about me. Like, that's like, I live for that.
Yeah.
And my business, I can do both. I can go half the time the people that I deal with, even the ones that I want to deal with, I really could care less what they think because I don't know. But I'm weird. I'm a little different. So.
But not only that, you're in a different field also.
I'm in a creative field, so I can pretty much,
creatives, that field, it's like free reign. It's like,
it is. But you know what? Even when I was in the government contracting world, I probably was worse than I am now because I was good at what I do. When you're good at what you do, you're good at what you do. You know what I mean? And so that, especially as a contractor, they need you more than you need them.
Yeah.
But even that's a different field because just like you said, you're giving business to people. People like me, entrepreneurs in construction, are looking for business. Right. So that's a different that's a different type of field in the government contracting. So
yeah.
Right. So Fazia says, thank you for the welcome. Stereotypes about Muslim women is not cool. She says she gets judged all the time, and I'm an experienced practitioner and a senior. Some people mistake me for the student before I've opened my mouth.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, that's a tough one.
That is.
What about, what? I don't know if we thought about this, but what about what you look like or your size and all of that stuff? Because y'all short midgets and I'm a tall giant. I mean, what do y'all think about that?
Well, I personally love being short because you get a special kind of attention, and people tend to help you more and look out for you and all that stuff. So that whole short stuff works in my favor.
I don't like being short. That's why I buy heels
That's why Nikki wore those. That's why Nikki
I love it.
Look like she's taller than me.
I just got these.
Right.
But I actually have to shorten them because of the incline. But yeah, basically, I love heels. I hate being short. I'm the shortest person in my family. It's crazy.
I love it.
Something happened.
Wow. What about your looks? I mean, your shape. I mean, does it matter what people think when it comes to that?
Nah, it used to back in the day. It used to, obviously, you everybody sometimes is insecure about something, but eventually, I was like, I'm good. I'm happy with the skin I'm in. There's always room for improvement, and I'm aware of that, and I'm fine with that. I'm not saying that I'm forever changing, forever evolving. So it doesn't matter where I'm at now. I know where I'm gonna be or trying to be. Oh,
But you know what's funny?
I didn't know my girl was a hold on. I'm sorry.
You know what's funny is a couple weeks ago, one of my friends from DC came down here and we went to this event because he does media too. And it just so happened that event, I got approached by 3 gay girls, 3 different ones, right? And so I'm like, I don't know what's in the atmosphere today, like for real, but I'm getting all kinds of attention from these women. He said, oh, it's the short hair. I said, oh, really? He was like, yes, it's got to be the short hair. You know, it's just the look. I said, you really think that's it? And he was like, yeah. I said, so why is this not the norm? I mean, I do get approached by women, but I said, I get approached by way more men than I do women and stuff, you know, and I just laughed how that was his first thought, but that's a lot of people's first thoughts.
Yeah.
I get approached by women all the time.
Why couldn't it have been I was just sexy? How about that?
Exactly. But my cousins, so I have some gay cousins in the family, and they used to use me as bait. So when we would go out, girl, my family is so disrespectful, so disrespectful. But when we would go out, they would take me to gay bars. They come on, go to a gay bar, and when they try to talk to you, tell them no, you ain't gay, but talk to me. I'm like, okay, and we did that. It was like a thing. It worked.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Do y'all remember the club Dream in DC?
Yes.
I don't know that I was here.
My guy friends used to pay me to go to the clubs with them. And what we would do is we'd go to the clubs. They would find the woman that they want. And then we would get in front of them and they would talk and I would just start laughing and acting like I was so into them. When I say that they picked up so many women because of that. Like women are so dumb to the tricks that men play. I used to get outfits. I used to get money. I got into clubs just hanging with the guys because
oh my God, that's hilarious.
I'm telling you, women fall for men who are giving other women attention and other women are into them. I'm telling you,
it's crazy. You see that play out on the movies and you be like, is that really how it works?
It works.
But I have some girlfriends who use me as bait also who aren't gay for drinks from men stuff because they know if they're buying me a drink, they're buying the table a drink. And I'm like, no, I don't want a drink. They just want a drink. You know, so
that's me too. My girlfriend
right.
was like, hand the drink over. If he don't buy all of them, I'm gonna tell you what I want because I don't drink. So same thing.
Right. Right.
We have some comments here. Hold on. Mar
is
said
my
people
baby
ask
in
me,
the house.
Yes, Sugar is. Sugar is.
She said, Mar said, people ask me what sport I play before they ask me my name. Why is that, Mar?
Do you look like a football player or a basketball player? You know,
right.
He must be a big dude.
It's a girl.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Alicia, what's up, Alicia? She said, I hate being short and I don't appreciate people thinking I'm in need of help or anything because of it. It doesn't make me weak or helpless or childlike. It does make people think I'm a lot younger than I am, though.
and all that's fine by me.
So. Yeah, right. Candy said, just be real, stay true to yourself, love the skin you're in. We are all different and bring something different to the table. I've come to realize people will judge you whether you were right, wrong, or indifferent. No matter what, you won't please everyone. That's true.
I love that.
Let's see. Erica said, in some regions, short hair is seen as gay. So stupid.
Wow.
Sugar Bridges, what's up, yeah? Tiger Eyes, you shouldn't unless it's a professional issue that you can resolve, but always know what is meant for you is going to be yours. Trina is people lover and giver. You love to have fun and smile, and unhappy people don't like that. So as far as what you look like, big, small, light, dark, is an insecure issue. Own your sexy. It is a whole magnet vibe that others want to be part of, sis. I agree with that. Candy Love said, we are not short. We are fun size. I've been told that before. Mars says she's 5'10". Oh, okay.
Who's 5'10"?
Okay. Sugar Mar. Oh, she said, I'm pleased and proud of you all. Hey, thank you. But yeah.
Mar said she's 5'10".
I've been told we're fun size. And I was like, what is fun size? And a guy told me fun size is that, you know,
they could pick y'all up and throw y'all around.
Yeah, exactly. It was a question of sexual nature, and I was
okay, because I'm like, what?
They picking up the 5'10" thickness with the big.
I know that's right, LaTonya.
The right ones, that is. I mean, I'm saying.
Oh gosh, that is funny.
ladies. Well, I kind of think we kind of talked on that. Can you control the perception of what people think of you?
No, no. Can you control it? No.
You can control it if you're not true to yourself.
I think you can control it by what you put out.
Well, yeah, that as well.
I control mine all the time. Like people's perception of me is what I put out, and I know what I put out. I decide what I want to put, especially on social media. I determine what I want people to see and think about me by what I put out. Just like you say, Nikki, when all they see is that you go out. That's all you put out. So that's what their perception is going to come from. So you control that. You know what I mean?
True.
So they have no clue about nothing else because you don't show anything else.
What is that? A train?
That is an airplane.
Okay.
In Washington, D.C.
In Washington, D.C. Yes. Wish I was on it wherever they're going.
Right.
But
right. Listen.
I just want to go anywhere.
So, another question. Do you judge people based off of your past experience?
I do. So when I was younger, I used to only like light-skinned guys.
Ew,
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me hide my face. But I did. I did. And I remember my aunt, because I have some very, very dark-skinned aunts, and my grandfather was extremely dark-skinned. And one of my aunts told me, she was like, you used to be scared of dark-skinned people. And I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
Why was that? She was like, the only dark-skinned people you wanted to be around was your grandfather. That's it. You didn't want to be around. I was like, that is crazy. Somebody must have told me something as a little girl, because how do you even know to not like or not like that? But anyway, so I just only dated light-skinned guys, I'm telling you, until I got divorced.
Wow.
To be honest. Yeah.
Wow.
Until I got divorced.
That's deep.
Deep. Until I got divorced, because it was some kind of stereotype that I had in my mind that they were more attractive, good guys.
Wow.
And let me just be very clear. They are not. Okay? They are not. Now, some of them are, but some of them are not. So just like anything else. But in my mind, that's what I thought. So
that's so funny, because I was the complete opposite. I just wanted the chocolate ones. I don't want nobody light skin. I don't want no light skinned boys, because our skin look dirty when we get listen. I had all kinds.
Wait a minute, you almost made me spit out my drink.
I was like, listen.
Wait.
I just didn't like.
But did you say dirty?
Yes. I have my own hangups. Yes. Listen, I am that girl who was trying to tan anytime she can, because I did not want to be light skinned. I thought being light skinned was a curse, for real.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't want to date no light skinned guy. I wasn't having no light skinned babe. I didn't want nothing to do with light skin, and I definitely didn't want no freckles either.
I think all that, those freckles, I think they are so cute and so sexy. Oh my God.
Now I do, but now I'll date a light skinned guy. And I think even now I hesitate about it, because you look like me. I don't want you to look like me. I might could deal with you acting like me a little. I don't want you to look like me. So,
but not only light skinned men, short men. I wouldn't date short men, because I would always think like, I'm short, so we gonna look like the littles. That's just look.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna have y'all own show on HGTV.
Right. I'm like, we gonna be right. So yeah, that was I didn't like that either. But now it's whatever. I just want to get to know the person.
That's crazy how we have our hangups. What about you, Nikki?
I don't do short. I used to. No, I just like
funny.
I know, but you know what? So all of my tall girlfriends, they're like, get out of our pool of men, get out of our pool, date the short ones. I'm like, no, I want to be able to look up to my guy and be like this.
That's only 5'6". You don't need that.
No, 5'6", because once I put on, look,
her heels.
These
she wears 5-inch heels. She got 5-inch heels. So that puts her at what?
How they do on the thing?
That puts her at 5'7". So he got to be 6 feet.
Yeah, he got to be at least 6 feet. Got to be.
It's so fun. It's so funny to hear our hangups. That is
I know
funny.
it's so funny, but yeah, I need tall. Complexion wise, to me, it doesn't matter. It's funny that I wanted me a little brown baby for the longest, and I wound up with 2 yellow boys, and both of their fathers are brown like me. I don't know. My girlfriend said that she think I got a light-skinned person trapped inside of my body.
That's what it is.
I don't
That's
know.
what it is. Because your baby boy is light skinned. He look just like you, but
he does.
He look just like you.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some comments. We have some comments in the audience. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. Tamika said, it's so funny because I just see Denise. I know it's Tamika, but we see Denise. She said, when I was a young lady, I seemed to be attracted to lighter skinned people. However, that's not the case now. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
Erica says, can you control others' perceptions of you? Hell no. When you're fake people, when you're fake people will believe what they want to believe. When you're authentic, they'll think what they want to think. For me, being myself is key. If someone doesn't like me, I prefer it to be because they don't like the real me. That's true.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
She said, Denise said the littles is hilarious.
Girl, that's what I felt like we was gonna look like, the damn little.
Right. But y'all was gonna be cute and sexy.
Yeah,
Sean
we was gonna be cute.
Can't do the short man.
Shut up.
Ain't none of the littles bougie.
Love.
I was gonna be the first little bougie couple.
That was gonna be a bestseller show that I was gonna watch every week.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm about to right after this. I'm about to run to go get me an 80-minute massage from a short band. Okay, they gave me a massage the last time that made me rethink my whole existence.
Was he sexy?
He must have been.
He's Asian persuasion, honey. I was like, oh. Yeah,
what?
He's short, but he got some strong hands, and I was like, is he trying to overcompensate the fact that he's short?
Yes. Yes.
But you know, a lot of short men are strong, though.
That was wrong, Tanya. That was wrong. No, he's not. He's just good at what he does.
But I'm telling you, short men are strong. They are pretty strong.
Look,
they're strong in a lot of places.
Ooh.
All right now.
Yeah, you might be right.
Some of them.
Because anybody attest to that? Anybody, the audience?
Attest to what?
We not attesting to nothing.
I'm like, attest to what?
Right. Nothing.
Oh.
what the short men out here really giving?
Okay, yeah. I just know they're strong with their hands. So let me just be very clear.
Nikki, I'm all for massages by men. Lord have mercy, especially when they come to your house. Oh, Lord Jesus. Ooh. I need to schedule an appointment, like ASAP.
Okay. Wait, I need a fan now. Wait.
Listen.
Right.
To all the men masseuse who has taken it to another level, Jesus.
Wait, what you mean taking it to another level? I'm sweating. Nikki, I'm like, wait, what?
No, I'm like, wait a minute. Like,
wait, what?
It used to be a point where you go get a massage, you lay on the table, and just a regular. It's something.
We going off.
They didn't turn getting a massage very sexy. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
okay. Woo. Okay.
Well, I haven't experienced that. I get a regular massage, so I haven't experienced.
You need to get a brother man massage.
I have not had a brother man massage.
I got somebody to send you if you want him. He's very good.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, text me his number. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, so what we doing now? So what's next?
Look, Nikki said, "Okay, stop. What's next?"
Them girls is off topic. That's off topic. So I'm sorry. Okay, so we were talking about judging. Is there the last 10 minutes? Is there like a story or anything that one of you guys may want to share that you haven't shared about maybe judging or anything, or maybe you judge? Have you judged somebody that you felt stupid about afterwards?
Okay, I have
Um,
a small one, and then somebody else can go. No, I used to hang out with this guy, and I thought he was a dork. Like I thought he was like because he was scrawny. He really wasn't my type. Um, and in everything, in every sense of the word, looks, everything. And he was kind of nerdy. But after hanging with him for a while, you know, I realized he knew a lot of things. I became enlightened, and then all of a sudden, I started to like him. Like he liked me at first, I didn't like him, and then all of a sudden, I started to like him. And I guess he was so turned off that the fact that I wasn't liking him. Now I'm liking him. Now I'm calling him more often and all this other stuff.
And
Like,
he ain't paying you no attention.
exactly, he ain't paying me no mind. So yeah.
I think I have a story like that.
Okay.
Okay. Woo! Well, we gonna skip to LaTrina. LaTrina,
I
you got a story?
have I prejudged someone? I don't know that I have. I can't say woman or man that I've prejudged and it turned out to be wrong. No, okay, so I take that back. I did. We had a close circle, and we would do Sunday dinners. We would do all kind of stuff and go out in a cluster in a group. We were like a little family. And I thought this one of the people in the group was a really really good person, and we hung out for a few years, and come to find out they weren't. I thought they were. They pretended to be, in the group and loving on everybody, and then we found out some crazy things about the person, and definitely I judged that wrong. Judged that way wrong. Yeah, it was pretty hurtful, actually, even to this day, and that was years ago. But it was very very hurtful that we all became so close, only to find out this person was, just pretending, basically.
What, they crazy?
They was
No, they
pretending about
weren't.
to be what?
They were pretending to be a good person, pretending to be a good person, pretending to like us, pretending to accept us all into the family. And it wasn't just me that, all of this came out that he didn't like or whatever like that. But it was very, very hurtful. I'm telling you, to this day, right now, I'm hurt behind that. So I definitely judged that wrong. But everything they showed me that they were good people. So
I think that happens. That probably happens a lot, because there's a lot of people that's in your face that really don't even like you. I mean, not you, but I'm talking about as a whole.
but see, I don't be around people I don't like. If I don't like you, I'm not coming over your house. I'm not going out with you unless it's like a group and somebody from the group invited me, but I'm not chummy with you. If I don't like you, I just don't want to be around you.
Right.
Right.
Period. So I don't know how you like pretend like that. That's crazy. For years.
Sometimes that's all that people know. Sometimes that's
Yeah,
all they know.
that's true.
Just trying to fit in,
Yeah.
So ladies, we did it. We have made it through another show.
Wait, you didn't tell us about your
Yeah.
prejudgment.
We're not gonna talk about mine.
How is that possible?
I'm gonna say this, like, it's really funny. Like, so I have a friend who we liked each other, but we met at the wrong time, and he became my friends with benefit for years.
Ooh.
That's the only purpose that he served, and it's so funny because we didn't we I even me living in Atlanta, he living in DC. I would go to town and I would see him. We would hang out, and that was it. We rarely text because we really didn't have anything in common, So we didn't even go through the motions of doing that because I thought we didn't have anything in common. So this is years. This is like 6 years, 4 or 5, 6 years or whatever. But he's really turning out to be a dope dude. Like, he's really a dope dude. Like,
Wow.
And it's so funny because, and we have such a great understanding. We know that I come to his house when I come to town. This is if I'm not in a relationship. I'm just being honest. I'm just telling my business,
Yeah.
whatever. I come to town. Sometimes he cooks for me. One of the best cooks that I know. He cooks for me. We chill. We watch TV. We hang out. We do what we do. I spend the night, we have a good time, and I leave. I mean, and we talk when we talk, but it's been such a great understanding and respectful thing. Like, no one's looking for, I don't know, but it just seems like he's really a great guy. And I just never really gave him much credit for being a great guy, So I see now, as I don't know if it's because we're older and everything. Like, I ran into the store with him I ran into him at the store when I was in DC, and I was with my grandson. And I just remember he was like, "Hey, what you doing in town?" And he had a mask on, and I didn't even know it was him. But then when I realized it was him, it's like he treated me so well. He treated my grandson. And y'all know, you treat my grandson well, you up in my world,
Right.
Oh, wow.
So, and even like I was telling him, hey, I'm coming home next month, just for no other reason, because we was talking about golfing. And I said, hey, I'm gonna do a birthday party for Logan. You should come. He was like, cool, I'll be there. So it's so weird, because if you would have said this 4 years ago, I would have been like, okay, I'm gonna go take care of business, because he really knows how to take care of business. You don't have to. I didn't have to have additional lover, because that was his position.
Right.
But he's a great guy. He's really a great guy. So, anyways, I just wanted to put that out there, just in case.
All right.
If
So
he's
again,
watching,
All righty then.
don't judge a book by its cover. Again,
don't judge a book by its cover.
You just never know what somebody is really working with, or going to be, or anything. You just never know.
And treat people well, no matter what. Treat
Yep.
people
Right.
well, so they can't come back and be like, no matter what, whether they're good or bad, they can't come back and say anything bad about you.
Right.
So, ladies, next week we're talking about forgiveness.
Whew, yes.
Y'all ready for that?
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. I'm ready for it.
Oh, that's gonna be a deep one.
Yeah.
It's deep and difficult.
Yeah, very difficult.
Okay, well,
very difficult.
sometimes we gotta get it out.
I agree.
Listen, it's a part of life.
Right.
Trina,
That's right. Yes.
Tell them how they can follow you on social media.
On Facebook, you can follow me under my government name, LaTrina Hunter. And on Instagram, you can follow me, Mama Bear _23.
Okay.
Twitter, I don't.
Business, anything going on in your business that they need to know about, that you need support from?
Some support from government contractors, because I do government business, state and federal. So any contracting officers out there, please send me an email, LaTrina L. Hunter at Delaney Contracting, or put something in the chat on our Facebook page when Ladies Talk, and I'll look at it. But government contractors, I am looking for you.
That was
Nikki, how can they follow you on social media?
Nikki Jules across all my platforms to start. I do have some things coming, up and coming. I'll discuss them another time, because when I discuss it, I want you to go search for it right then and there and get going. So,
right.
I got some big things happening coming. Stay tuned.
And I am your girl, LaTonya Michelle. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at LaTonya Michelle, and my business at Tiger Eyes 360. I am about to hit the speaking circuit really big, and so pushing my brand. So if y'all have events and y'all need speakers, hit me up. I got a whole roster of Black men speakers. Hit me up. It is what it is.
And if you need a host, or if you need like a rah-rah girl, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
So I need you all to do us a big favor. Can you guys please go follow us on When Girls Talk on Instagram and Facebook? Like, comment, do whatever, share, because we need to build up our numbers. We need to get the attention that we deserve, and you guys are the ones that help us. So comment, post stuff, send us messages of things that you want us to talk about, because it's not just about us, it's about y'all. We're one big happy family, and we can only grow if you guys grow with us. So
Absolutely.
Thank you guys,
thank you
for tuning in.
Thank you.
We love you guys, and
have a good week. Good rest of the week.
Next week. Adios.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.